I'm gonna teach you guys how to play this song completely, okay? From the solos, to the chords and all that. Whether you're a beginner or you're an advanced player, doesn't matter. What's gonna make this tutorial different from all the other ones out there is that I'm gonna teach you guys how to play this song in alternative ways, using different chords, slightly different chords, to make it sound, I guess, a little bit more authentic to what John Mayer's playing on the studio version. But let's get started. Let's see here. And if you're a beginner, don't worry. I promise you, I'm gonna go through this very detailed, so you don't have to worry. And I refer, for those of you that know me, that don't know me actually, I refer to the strings by their numbers. So that this top string is the 6th string, and then 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And make sure you're tuned. Okay, so pretty much the entire song, during the entire song, John Mayer plays this chord progression, starting from the beginning to the end. There's only one or two other different chord progressions, but this is the main one, which is E. If you're on an acoustic guitar, E, A, D, and then just keep repeating that during the opening intro and then the opening verse, where you start singing, or well, actually he starts off the song with the chorus, you love who you love, who you love, right? And then he starts off the verse, my girl, she ain't the one that I saw coming. It's the same chord progression, E, A, D, E, A, D. Now, if you're on an electric guitar, you can do this on an acoustic guitar too. You can play those chords like this. You can start off E normally, in an open chord, and then you could play the A in a Jimi Hendrix kind of way, and then D the same way too. And let me explain to you. E, if you're on an acoustic guitar, it should sound the same. He would play the A like this, so index finger right there on the 2nd string, 5th fret, and then middle finger, 3rd string, 6th fret, and then ring finger, 7th fret on the 4th string. Those 3 fingers in a diagonal line, basically. The bottom string will be muted, I guess. And then you slap your thumb on top, on the 5th fret, on the top string. And this external part of the thumb will be, it's not pressing on the 5th string, but it's slightly touching it, muting it, which is fine. And you just play it. That'll be A. So you go from an open E, and then D would be the same. Just move this position until your thumb and index finger are on the 10th fret, and that'll be D. So E, A, D. And for the strumming part of it, I just do a simple, just feel the beat, feel the rhythm, listen to the song. So I would go. You can strum however you want, just as long as it goes to the rhythm. Okay, so he sings, and actually for the chorus, where he sings, you love who you love, who you love, you can play the E, right, and then A, and instead of just the normal D, you can try playing D major 7, which is like this, which basically you bar the entire 5th fret. Well, starting from the 5th string, you bar from the 5th string down with your index finger, right? And then your middle finger on the 6th fret on the 3rd string. And then your ring finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string. And then your pinky on the 2nd string on the 7th fret. So your ring finger and pinky are on the 7th fret. And that would be D major 7. So you could try playing that during the chorus. You love who you love, who you love. It's kind of jazzy, you know what I mean? Very bluesy. But you don't have to. You can just go to the D, or an open D if you want, if you're on an acoustic guitar. Okay, so, and then he has that one progression. You can't, when you start singing, you can't make yourself stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. That one line, that would be C sharp minor, and then F sharp minor, and then B minor. So, on the acoustic guitar, electric guitar too, it would be, if you don't know how to play this already, you'd bar for the C sharp minor, and write these chords down as I'm talking. So C sharp minor, you bar from the 5th fret, from the 5th string down on the 4th fret, and then your middle finger on the second string on the 5th fret, and your ring finger on the 4th string, 6th fret, and then your pinky right below your ring finger on the 6th fret. So that would be C sharp minor. If you want to add a little bit of flavor, I guess, you can take off your pinky and it becomes a C sharp minor 7. It gives it a little, I don't know, style. Or just a straight up C sharp minor. You can take your pick. So the next chord would be F sharp minor, which you bar the entire 2nd fret with your index finger, and your ring finger on the 5th string on the 4th fret, and then the pinky right below it. Your middle finger, we're not using the middle finger, so your pinky and ring finger on the 4th fret, ring on the 5th string, pinky on the 4th string, and your middle finger's not being used, and that's F sharp minor. Okay, so you could pick either C sharp minor or C sharp minor 7, right? So F sharp minor, and then the final chord would be B minor, which is just like the C sharp minor, exactly the same finger positions, just you move your fingers down until your index finger's on the 2nd fret, and the rest of the fingers are on the same exact position. So your middle finger would be on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and your ring finger would be on the 4th string, 4th fret, and then your pinky on the 4th fret also, but on the 3rd string. So B minor and C sharp minor look exactly the same, just on different frets. So again, C sharp minor, let's do C sharp minor 7. So C sharp minor 7, F sharp minor, B minor. Now, okay, you can't make yourself stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. If you're on an electric guitar, and this works on the acoustic too, but it works, I think it sounds better on the electric guitar. John Mayer plays these minor chords a lot of times like this, where he'll go like this, the finger shape looks like this. And we're gonna use the same finger positions, right? We're just gonna move these fingers up and down frets for these same chords, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and B minor. So see how I'm not changing my fingers the way they are? I'm just moving them up and down. So let me teach you that position. So basically so for C sharp minor, you go to the 9th fret and you bar strings 1, 2, and 3 with your index finger. You bar them. Slap your thumb on the 6th string on the 9th fret. And as always, the tip of the thumb is touching the 5th string but not pressing on it. So it's muted. We can't hear it. And then just one last finger, your ring finger, will be on the 11th fret on the 4th string. Your middle finger is not being used, okay? just your index finger, ring finger, and thumb. Keep that same position. Oh man, let me get my pick. So you're gonna move that position from the 9th fret, where your thumb is, right, and index finger are. They're on the 9th fret. You're gonna move that position down to the 2nd fret. Your thumb and index are on the 2nd fret, and your ring fingers on the 4th fret. And that would be F sharp minor. Now, and then for B minor, you just go move your fingers until your thumb and index finger are on the 7th fret. So basically, it's 9th fret, 2nd fret, 7th fret. And if that position kind of weirds you out, you can just play it with the bar chords. So. But let's try the other one. Okay, so you can't make yourself stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. When you who you love. And then we're back to E, A, D, or the D major 7, the one I showed you. You love who you love, who you love. And then Katy starts singing, my boy ain't the one. You can just play. It'll be the same thing. So it's E, A, and then D. You can if you want, you can do the D major 7. But I like to reserve that for the chorus. But, it's up to you. And it's the same thing over and over again. And then the chorus again, you love who you love, who you love. Yeah. So now the bridge, which it's just an instrumental. It is basically that other progression that we played, which was C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and B minor. He plays that progression 4 times. So, and then there's horns, there's brass instruments playing in the background. And actually, to sound a little bit more authentic because of the brass instruments that are being played, the second, so you're playing that progression 4 times, correct? On the 2nd and 4th time, instead of playing B minor, or like this, however you're playing it, you can play B, just straight up B. And for a bar chord, do B minor, right? Take off your middle and pinky finger and bar with your ring finger the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So these 3 strings. And the bottom string is muted naturally. And that would be B. So I'm gonna play one progression and then I'm gonna play another progression of that C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B minor. But on the second time I'm gonna play B. So it sounds even better if you play that B just like you do an A, like a Jimi Hendrix way, the way I showed you, A and D, but your thumb and index finger on the 7th fret. So your index finger on the 2nd string and your thumb on the top string, and the 5th string's muted again on the 7th fret, and that diagonal line with the other 2 fingers. So it'd sound like this. If you're feeling daring, okay, so 4 progressions, right? 4 times. One progression 4 times, right? So, but on the second time, instead of playing B, you can play this B7 chord. That he also used this chord on Friends, Lovers, or Nothing, one of his other songs on Battle Studies, the album. And then so first time you go through, you do, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B minor. On the second time, you do C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and then this B7 add 4 chord that he plays. And then the third time, a normal one, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B minor. And then on the fourth time, you play that B at the end, if you're feeling daring. So that B7 chord on the second time through would be played like this. So your thumb is on the 7th fret, slapped down on the top string, and the 5th string is muted again. Okay. So, and then your ring finger on the 7th fret as well, on the 4th string. Your pinky on the 8th fret, on the 3rd string. And then your index over here on the 5th fret. It might be a little stretch for you if you're a beginner, but your index finger would be over here on the 5th fret on the 2nd string. And your middle finger is not being used. Let's see how that sounds. So C sharp minor, F sharp minor. On the second time through, okay? So, and then you reserve that final B for the 4th time, which is the last run through of the bridge. So let's play it together. So B minor, right? B7 add 4, which is, and then a normal one. B minor, and then B. You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. You love who you love. So, and that's the entire song. If you're just playing chords, I'll review this at the end. Now let's do the little solos. The one at the beginning and the one at the middle, right before Katy sings. But the one in the beginning sounds like this. So what you want to do is, we're on the 12th fret on the 2nd string with your index finger, and then you play that once, and then slap your ring finger down on the 14th fret of the same string, 2nd string, and then at the same time put your middle finger down, because we're going to bend the string up. We need the extra strength. Put your middle finger down on the 13th fret of that same string. So 12th fret by itself, and then ring finger and then middle finger for strength to bend it up. And you bend it half step. So just bend it far enough so it sounds like that. And then, so 12th fret, and then bend, and then pull off from the 14th fret of the 2nd string to the 12th fret. Pull off. So just once, and then so what you want to do is you pull off, and then your ring finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, play it, slide down to the 11th fret, and then hit that, and then slide back up to the 14th fret. So it should sound like this. From the 14th fret, slide down to 11th, and then hit the 11th, and then slide back to the 14th fret. So it should sound like this. So, and he does that twice in the beginning. And then the one in the middle would be like this. Wait, hold on. Yeah. So now, put your ring finger on the 12th fret, your ring finger this time, not your index finger, and then the middle finger on the 11th fret, and the index finger on the 10th fret on the 2nd string, because we're gonna bend it. So you bend it up a whole step, and then bend it back down, and hit that note. So it should sound like this. Right? And then do it again. And this time you hit the 10th fret with your index finger. So it's together, it should sound like this. Take off your, as you're bending back down, take off your ring and middle finger, and then hit where the index finger is on the 10th fret. So, and then finally, it's you slide from the 10th fret, actually the 9th fret, to the 11th fret with your middle finger. Hit the 10th fret on the 2nd string with your index finger once, really fast, like, and then slide back with what you did with your middle finger, the 9th fret to the 11th fret on the 3rd string. So it should sound like this. So all together it should sound. And that's it. So let's review. So remember, almost the entire song is E, A, D. But for the chorus, remember you can do the D major 7, like I showed you. And the verses, just E, A, D, or the Jimi Hendrix way, you know. And then that you can't make yourself stop dreaming what you're dreaming of. Or like this, you can't make yourself stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. C sharp minor, F sharp minor, B minor. If it's who you love, if it's who you love. And then that bridge, remember normally the second one would end with the B7 add 4 chord, like I showed you. And then the 4th time through would end on a B. It sounds better if you do it Jimi Hendrix way, on the 7th fret right here. And then the diagonal line like this. So second time through. And then B. And then there's different ways to play E too. Remember, not just an open chord. You can go over here on the 7th fret and 9th fret with your ring finger, and that's just like that. Your ring finger on the 9th fret, barring strings 4, 3, and 2, and then your index finger barring the pretty much the entire 7th fret, starting from the 5th string. And then on down, and then those 2 fingers, and that's it. That would be an E too. So there's different ways to play these chords. We're not sure exactly how John's playing them. Obviously, it's a studio version, but those are choices for you to make. as you're playing the song, and it sounds very authentic depending on the chords you're playing. Like especially on the bridge, I was trying to find, you know, well, because it sounds a little different on the second time through on the bridge, and as also on the fourth time through on the bridge, that chord progression. So I had to decide whether or not to keep playing B minor, or deciding on whether it's another chord, another kind of B. I knew it was a B, but you know, maybe it's the brass instruments, or I don't know. But it's, to me it sounds like it should be B7 add 4, or just the B7, which would be without the index finger and just the rest of the fingers the way I told you to put them. But the fourth time through definitely sounds like a B, just a straight up B. And I don't know if any thoughts, anything you guys would like to add, you know, just leave a comment down, and you know, I read them. And I hope you guys learned, especially you beginners out there. I hope I taught you guys well. If not, please let me know constructively. And I'll be making more John Mayer videos soon.